are so many important things to consider when purchasing an oceanfront vacation rental here in the Grand Strand. So today I'm going to give you 5 questions that you definitely should be asking before you make that offer. Here's our pick of the top 5 questions to ask when purchasing an oceanfront vacation rental property here in the Myrtle Beach area. Starting with number 1, what does the HOA fee cover? If you watched our previous video where we discuss HOA fees along the oceanfront in greater detail, you will know that the HOA fee listed isn't always the whole story. Be sure that you know exactly what the regular HOA fee includes and what you're going to have to pay outside of that. Number 2, are there any current or planned special assessments? Look, let's face it, buildings aren't getting any younger along the oceanfront. And over time, there are things that need to be replaced, such as roofs, elevators, waterproofing, and so on. But instead of planning and preparing reserves for these items, some HOAs will charge a special construction assessment to pay for them when it comes time. Plus, since the collapse of the building in Florida, many oceanfront buildings in our area have started to be proactive in getting a structural engineering report done. So the past few years, we've been continuing to see construction assessments along the Grand Strand to pay for necessary repairs that have been identified during these inspections. This leads us to another really important question that you should be asking. Number 3, has the HOA done a reserve study? And this is important to know because this study lays out the expenses that the building can anticipate in the upcoming years for general maintenance items that we know are going to happen, like elevator replacement, roof replacement, waterproofing, pool resurfacing, and so on. And if they have had this study done, how are the current reserves compared to what is recommended? And if they haven't had a study, how healthy do the reserves look? This question can help you determine if you can expect special assessments when these items come due, or if the HOA is well funded enough to cover them. And of course, you can't always plan for everything, but it's better to know more than less. Number 4, and along those same lines, you should ask if they've had a structural condition assessment and evaluation completed. And if so, what issues did they identify? And are there any current or upcoming special assessments based on these findings? If they haven't done that inspection, then you could prepare for anything that could come up unexpectedly if they do choose to have one done at some point in the future. And keep in mind, if a major issue comes up on one of these reports, that issue might need to be addressed right away in order to keep the building open. And that probably means assessments and construction that can happen without much warning. On a worst case scenario where the city shuts down a building with little to no notice, such as what happened in the case of the Renaissance Tower and the Beach House Resort. Number 5, are there any amenities tied to the use of the management company? Water parks, bowling alleys, spas, these are all some of the amenities that people get excited about when they call us about repurchasing a vacation rental property in our area. However, it's important to understand that, as we explained in a greater detail in a past video, that not all amenities are owned by the HOA in every building, meaning that they're not all available to you, even as an owner in the condo project. And although you and your guests can gain access to them by choosing to sign up with the on-site company's rental program, this typically comes with a higher rental split, such as 40 to 55%. So depending on how you plan to manage your vacation rental, you can see why this is a very important question to ask. So there you have it, 5 questions that at a minimum you should be asking before making an offer on an oceanfront vacation rental property here in the Grand Strand. If this was helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like on this video. And as mentioned, we have so many more in-depth videos of topics like these, so be sure to check those out and subscribe to our channel channel so you don't miss out on our weekly videos.
Hereda team, to help you buy a house. Hereda team also helps you sell your house.